Well, good evening, hockey fans. The month of November has been very good for the Northstars. They started the month with just 1 point, a shootout loss to the Winnipeg Wild in mid-October, but they are now sitting here just 19 days into this month with a total of 7 points. They've been on a pretty good tear here as of late on their homestand. These are the final 2 games of their 6-game homestand. They have captured 6 of a possible 8 points so far, and really, with a little bit of luck, maybe could have had 8 out of 8 last week. On Sunday, they lost 4-2 to the Kenora Thistles in game number 2. Ran into a pretty hot goaltender in that hockey game and just weren't able to come away with a win. The opposition tonight, the always tough Winnipeg Thrashers. The Thrashers, 3-time league champions and been runners-up 3 or 4 times as well in the league in the last 11 years. Usually one of the better teams in the league, but they come into tonight's action 4-4-2 in their last 10 games. And the Northstars hoping maybe to rewrite a little bit of history here and take some points from the Winnipeg Thrashers. We'll be back with the opening face-off in just a moment. You're listening to Northstar Hockey and the Arctic Radio Network. An overtime loss for the Winnipeg Thrashers, game number 18. They're sitting with a record of 10-5-2, but they have lost 4 in their last 10 as well. Now with the first period, here is Bruce Cameron.
Well, thank you everybody, and thank you Tom, and welcome everybody to the broadcast. Thrashers, Northstars in front of us here tonight. The referees for today's game will be done by Brett Florence and Zach Nixon from Flin Flon. Barry Rempel and Matthew Violet are going to be doing the lines today. In goal for the Northstars, Alan Coley going there with a 5.71 goals against. Logan Thiessen going for the Thrashers here tonight.
And Bruce, you were telling me these 2 goaltenders were actually teammates last year.
And they were 2 teammates, Tom, and they were late cuts there this year, but teammates with the Winnipeg Hawks last year, so we're looking for a goaltending duel here between these 2. Here's a shot right on, and Thiessen makes his second and save of the game as the Northstars got right in there. And back come the Thrashers, up over the line. They got over the blue line to the Northstars. They put it back out the center. Puck moving around out in the center ice area and dumped in there by the Thrashers. They're making changes and then making them quickly here in the early going. Puck inside the Northstars line. Blacksmith couldn't get it out, kept in. There's a pass that was picked off by Tate Riol. He got it over to Berard. Berard gets it out in the center ice, and down the ice it goes. Thrashers coached by Jim Berezowski, a former King Minor, Tom. Played here back in the 80s and now coaching here with the Thrashers here their second year.
Yeah, I think it's his second year. I remember talking to him last year and icing here in favor of the Northstars, so a face-off down in the Thrasher zone.
Puck's dropped, and the Thrashers take control of it, and they're whipping along the boards. Puck doesn't get out. Parker trying to keep it in, but the Thrashers get it out, and down the ice they come. Pierce taking the puck down, gets in, takes a shot. He went high and off the glass and deflected up over the glass and out of play.
For the Norman Northstars, Michael Venn not in the lineup tonight. He won't be in for a while. He busted up his collarbone last weekend. Sheldon Howard from Thompson will be taking his place in the lineup, number 5.
Think about Ben, he'll be out 4 to 6 weeks, Tom, with an upper body injury there.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. You know, we're getting to the halfway point of the season already, Bruce.
Well, it's moving along quite quickly.
Game number 19, game 22 will be the halfway mark. That'll be next weekend on the road for the North Stars.
North Stars have won 3 of their last 4 games. They're doing all right. The Wild have won 3 of their last 5. They won the last one in Interlake just Wednesday night, 5-1 over the Interlake Lightning.
Lots of whistles here in the first minute and a half of this game. The shot clock just showing 2 for the North Stars, none so far for the Winnipeg Thrashers.
Face off down to the right side of Alan Coley. Puck in behind the North Stars net. That's Garrick playing it around to Alex Murray. Now Tate Riom coming around the behind his own net. Puck comes out in front, and Coley's going to take no chances there as he sees a Thrasher coming and jumps on and smothers it right there.
Tricky play there as Tate Riom was trying to move that puck along the boards, and it caught an edge of something and kind of bounced out in front of the North Star zone or net, but Alan Coley was alert and smothered it and forced the face off.
Just looking at the referee down there, this Zach Nixon looks pretty young, Tom.
You're all starting to look young, Bruce.
They look younger as we get older, I guess that's what it is. Puck kept in here at the line. Godfrey played it around behind the North Stars net. Skatch couldn't clear the puck, and the Thrashers fired the puck wide of the North Star goal. Outgrove spinning away from the check, trying to play it out to center, and that's picked right off there by Godfrey, and he'll dump the puck back in. Pinching in there is Barkley, and he couldn't hold it in, and now it's the Thrashers coming back over the blue line of the North Stars once again. Getting it in down low. Berard backhands it off to Skatch. Skatch couldn't get out. Thrashers doing a good job of forechecking the North Stars here in this early going. Still no score though in the game. Heltgro trying to bank it off the boards, kept in by Godfrey for the Thrashers. Now it's finally banked off the boards, and away comes Heltgro on a 2-on-1. Heltgro going in with Skatch, likes to take the shot. Skatch with a backhand shot off the rebound and fired it wide. Back come the Thrashers now, over the blue line of the North Stars. Leading the attack there is Rebeck. Down he goes, Parker loses his footing, and down he goes in behind the North Star net. Battling along their boards down low is Much Kekawanapi. Right down there, and it's off the boards. Back to the point it comes. There's a shot deflected in front. That was stopped. Back to Phillips. Phillips again, there's a shot. That one whistles wide of the goal of the North Stars. Back to Phillips at the point. He sends it across there to Martin. Martin takes the shot. That's stopped by Parker. Martin again takes a shot. That one wide of the North Star net. Finally, it's chipped out by Sheldon Howard in his first game of the Norman North Star. Good shift for him, and he's coming off, makes some changes here as the North Stars got Stuckless on the ice now. Stuckless coming up on the left side, tries to make the pass across, finally does, he gets it over to Galerno. His shot is right on. Thiessen made a stop there, and another one there off Galerno. Rebound. Puck laying in front, now the Thrashers clear it out of their zone. They got to the line, dumped it in, they'll go for some changes here. 4 minutes gone in the first period, still no score. Puck in behind, there's a shot on. That was passed straight out in front by Robertson. Good chance there, but good save by Coley. There's another pass right through the slot, right back. There's a shot taken there by Como, and a good stop there. He got his glove on it, and that stops it right there with 15:33 left to go in the first. Clock's still moving, Tom.
I see that because they're busy playing around with the shot clock here too. So
Still going. Still didn't stop. Now they finally
stopped. So probably about 5 or 6 seconds, I think, disappeared off that clock. Hopefully that won't come to bite anybody later on in this hockey game.
There's another whistle. I don't know if there's a penalty. No penalty on the play.
I think it just got caught up there in the net. These two teams played way back the first weekend of the season for the North Stars, second game of the year, and it was not a good outing for them. They were 9-1 losers. Ethan Stuckless, the only goal scorer for the North Stars that night.
Talking to Jim Berezowski, he knows this team is going to be a better team than what he played on that night. And here's a pass over as Linkletter tried to make the pass over to Murray. It's in on the offside. It was delayed, and they finally blew it down, and the face-off will come just outside the Thrasher blue line.
Well, there's no doubt they're a better team. I mean, the challenge for the North Stars is every team's probably a better team at this point in the season than they were at the beginning of the season, but certainly the North Stars had a long way to come, and I think they've done that. You can just see it here tonight. They're out shooting the Thrashers in the early going 5-2 and are creating some chances for themselves. They do get turned around in their own end like they typically do, and they'll have to continue to work on that.
Puck dumped in by the North Stars. Delon getting it in there. Linkletter was going behind the net, was intercepted. There's Rambo, plays it back behind the goal, and the Thrashers up on the far boards. His eyes, he gets the puck out in the center ice area. Murray tips it in, doesn't get it in deep enough there as Godfrey gets it out to the center ice area. It's brought in, but Linkletter was trapped inside that blue line, and that caused the offside.
And we'll take a break. There is no score with just over 5 minutes gone in the opening period. You're listening to Northstar Hockey on the Arctic Radio Network and ThompsonOnline.ca.
Who's the baby rep?
Yeah. I know. Well, welcome back to the CA Nesbitt Arena. Thrashers, North Stars, no score in the game. Nearing 6-minute mark here of that first period, and Coley grabs a loose puck. He'll take no chances again. 5 shots to 3 so far in favor of the Thrashers.
Just 3 shots on that sheet for the Thrashers so far, but they probably directed about 15 shots towards the net already, most of them going wide or over the top. They've had a number of opportunities here on the North Star net.
Puck in behind the North Stars net. Parker gets that puck up to Stuckless. Stuckless gets the puck ahead now. Monge trying to get going with it. Rolls it into the corner. Behind the net, Monge falls, and there's going to be a penalty now, and there's going to be a tripping call. And let's see who's got that call coming. It looks like this is going to go against the...
I think it'll go against the Thrashers as Monge, I think,
tripped him up.
Was tripped up there. So far, oh, there he is. So Johnson is going off for the Thrashers. So the power play opportunity, first one of the game, will go to the Norman North Stars. 13:42 here to play in the opening period, and the North Stars have the extra skater.
Out on this power play now, we got Halcro on the defense, and he's out there with Ross. Berard out there with Stuckless on the forward line, as well as Sketch. Galerno gets over the line. Plays it over to Sketch, back to Galerno. Galerno back to Sketch, back to Galerno. Galerno looking for the... See a path to the net. He doesn't find one. He goes to Berard. Berard knocked off the puck, and the puck's sent around there by Martin. Kept in by Galerno. Back to Sketch. And behind the Thrashers' goal is Martin battling along that boards there with Berard. Sketch in the slot area. The puck never came to him though, and it's cleared down the ice by the Thrashers. Coley plays a long pass up. That one went right past Halcro, and down the ice it goes. Puck whipped around. Rambo couldn't keep it on his stick. There's a pass over Brad with a shot, but it was weak and wide. Didn't get a lot on it. And the Thrashers cleared out. 47 seconds left in this power play for the Thrashers. Halcro Gets it over to Rambo. Rambo trying to make a headman pass. That one right to the Thrashers, number 7, Martin, and he'll clear it all the way back in. Thrashers doing a good job of killing off this penalty here. Back comes Rambo. Hits center ice. Try to make the pass. Failed the first time. Got the second one over. Monjay gets it across. There's Blacksmith with a shot. That's on. And Thiessen makes the stop.
Just 15 seconds remaining here in the man advantage for the Northstars. The first shot just taken there. Northstars had the puck down in the Thrasher zone for the first 50 seconds, but really no shots at the net, and finally got cleared down. They're a little bit lucky. They almost got called for an icing there too at one point, but they waved that off.
To take the draw there is Rambo. Lost the draw. Hopko on the far side. Hopko trying to clear it out. Gets to the line. Parker pinching in off the blue line there. And the Thrashers clear it. They got their man back on, and they're at even strength now. There's the open. Oh, there was a chance on that open side there, and Kennedy shot, but Coley managed to get back, get his pad on it. Way out of the goal there on that play. Still got caught. Much Kuga Nanapi on the play. Puck bounces around right in the slot area, right into Coley. Finally cleared Monjay with it. Tate Rion dumps it in. Northstars making some changes. The Tabo now coming on. There's a pass out, right to the slot, right to the center ice area. Rebeck couldn't catch up to the puck. Tate Rion clears it. Rebeck jumps on that loose puck. Plays it across. There's a shot, and another save there for Coley. And now it's Howard off the boards and down into Thrashers' end of the rink. Thrashers coming back. Barkley with it. Barkley circling in behind the Norman Northstar net. Bodied up along the boards there by Garrick. Rambo bodied along the boards. Northstars chip the puck out and down the ice. As Howard going for a change. And out come the Thrashers. Halfway through this first period, still scoreless. Rambo with a give and go there. Hands it over to Murray. Linkletter giving a bump. Now Rambo giving a bump. Murray coming in. His shot is wider than the Thrasher goal. Gets it up. Trying to get it to Linkletter. Linkletter will play it in behind the goal of the Thrashers. Phillips with it. Plays it on the right side. Out come the Thrashers. Up through center is Barkley. Barkley dumps it in. Tate Riol chases it down in the corner. Tita pitching in from the blue line for the Thrashers. Backhander here on the right side. Skatch comes up with it. Chips it in. But it's Tita on that loose puck. And it's chipped out there by Johnson. And the Northstars back inside their own blue line. Tate Rion just dumps it in. Chasing that puck down there is Blacksmith down into the corner. He's going up against Tita down in the far corner. Stuckless lost control of the puck and storming back the other way is McKenzie. Here's a shot. McKenzie gets the shot away there as Coley was down, makes the save.
That was an amazing save, Bruce.
That was a good save. He was down on all fours there, and he had his pad right down there to make that save. Stuckless with it, the Skatch. Long time between whistles here. Up through center they go. Over the line. They get it over the blue line of the Thrashers. Blacksmith, there's a shot right on, and Thiessen come out and smothers the puck.
And we're still looking for our first goal with 8:25 to go in the opening period. You're listening to Northstar Hockey on the Arctic Radio Network and ThompsonOnline.ca.
welcome back, everybody. No score in the game, 8:13 to go here in the first period. Northstars pick up that puck. Monge gets it over the line. Going back is Godfrey, back behind his own net. Makes the pass across to Pierce. Pierce makes a long pass on the far right side. There's a shot right on. Coley making the stop. And he's going to hang on.
Looking back on that game back on October 2nd when these teams met down in Winnipeg, and it was a 9-1 victory at the end of the night for the Thrashers. The first period was pretty even as well in that game. It was 1-0 only for the Thrashers, but things started to fall apart in the second and third period for the Northstars.
OCN with a couple of draft choices for OCN. They got the goaltender Thiessen in there, Phillips, as well as Kennedy. 3 players that are drafted by the OCN Blizzard of the Manitoba Junior Hockey League. So they got some good up-and-coming players there coming down the pipe there for OCN.
And OCN is having a tremendous year. They went into Steinbach last night, who is highly ranked across Canada, and for the 3rd time this season won a hockey game against them. Steinbach has owned everybody in the league except the OCN Blizzard this year. So
OCN on a tear.
3-0 I think was the score.
Wow, and they're aren't they ranked #1, or they had a ranking?
Well, they were certainly well up there, and the Blizzard just 1 point back, 2 points back of the Pistons now for first place overall in the league. So they've owned them so far this season. 3 games and 3 wins for the Blizzard.
We've got some former Thompson player or Norman Northstar players with Brady Keeper as well as
Campbell and Anthony Keeper as well.
Yeah, so they're doing okay.
Yeah.
And Anthony Keeper, yeah.
Yeah, and Knockbauer is on that team as well. Justin Knockbauer, who played with the Northstars last year.
Remember in the mid-90s there, we had all those players from here going down there when we were strong. Oh boy.
They carried that team for a long time, the feeder here out of the Northstars. Absolutely.
About 5 years they carried that. They won 5 championships there. Shots are even at 7 apiece right now. Puck is off the boards and out it comes, and the Thrashers are forced back to the center ice area and inside their own blue line. There's a long pass that was picked right off there by Galarno. His shot is just wide of the net of the Thrashers. Thrashers coming out through center. There's an errant pass picked up by Pilon. He's bodied along the boards, but he dumped the puck in. Up on the forecheck there is Monge as well as Stuckless. Stuckless coming up with the puck, going to get a shot. He goes short side, he just missed. And it comes right back to Halcrow, and he fired that shot. There's a long lead pass that was intended for the stick of Halvdansen. Puck in the center ice area, and Halvdansen now over the line, makes one to move, cuts to the middle. Puck laying there. There's a shot taken there by Barkley, and he shot it wide. Puck off the glass, no. Thrashers coming again. Homo over the line, got it in. And now the puck's chipped back out over the line, and that forces the Thrashers back. Northstars making some changes now as Howard's back on again. Howard getting a lot of shifts in this game. He's back out there again, getting a fair share. Here comes the Thrashers on the short side, taking a shot there is Rebeck. And a big pile up in front of the goal as Coley made the save.
Well, I hate to jinx anything, but these two teams are amongst the most penalized so far in the league. I think certainly in the top 3 in those categories, but only 1 penalty so far in this opening period. We're almost 15 minutes gone. That went to the Thrashers. The Northstars managed 1 shot on that. Still looking for our first goal here in this hockey game.
Stay with us in the first intermission. Head coach of the Thrashers, as I said before, former Thompsonite and former King Minor, Jim Barozowski, will be along for a chat. Should be an interesting one. Thrashers still in there. There's a pass in. There's a right to the slot. There's a shot taken. That's deflected there by shot by Johnson. But went right up over off the glass. And now they're still in there. Johnson off his skate, and now it's picked up by Alex Murray. He's trying to get that pass off the boards. He does get it. There's Linkletter coming down. He's going down on the short side. He was going for the far side, and Thiessen got his pad down on it. Puck was a little bit too far for him there, so he had not much net to shoot at there. Puck still inside. Here comes the Thrashers. There's the move. Scores! Robertson picked up the play off the boards, and the North Stars were caught out of position, and he made them pay.
I think the two defense pairing there ran into each other and knocked each other down, or one of them did anyway, and he was out of position. And the first goal goes to the Winnipeg Thrashers. 4:51 here to go in the opening period, and he was able to put a nice move on McCauley and get him to commit, and then went a little bit wider, and really a lot of open net for him to put that puck in. 1-0. Thrashers leading the Norman Northstars.
Thrashers take it from their own blue line. They dump it in. Martin getting it in. Berard playing around the boards. Tate Rion trying to shovel it out. Finally gets it out. There goes Sketch, the leading goal point getter. Takes the pass over to Tate Rion. Too far for him. Had a good chance there on that 2-0-on-1, but made the pass too far. So Robertson getting the goal. The North Stars play the puck out, and it's the Thrashers getting it back in. Garriott behind his own net. North Stars, or the Thrashers, making some changes. Up there on the forecheck is Johnson. Puck down low. Kennedy trying to make the pass out. Picked off. That pass was headed for the stick of Nipatabo, but the Thrashers got it, played it back in. Puck along the near boards. Good move there. So the Thrashers getting right in there, right in behind the net there with some good forechecking is Johnson. North Stars take a look, and there that's cleared out, chipped out there by Much Guggenau. Now he's going for a change. Puck down low in the corner. Monge gets it over to Stuckless. Stuckless dumps it in. Gives chase, gets in there first. Monge follows up, gets it back to Stuckless. Stuckless couldn't get going with that loose puck. Galarno up there on the forecheck. They're teaming up there in that far boards, but the Thrashers come up with the loose puck. There's a pass to Ryback, and he gets the puck up on the stick of Ives. Ives gets over. Barkley up there as well. Ives bodied along the boards. Here's the pass out to Ives, and now it's the North Stars coming out. Hulkrow just dumps it in. Now Murray, Rambo, and Linkletter coming on for the Norman North Stars. And the Thrashers coming out. Up on the stick of Danson, and he lost control of the puck. There's a weak pass to Linkletter. He had to stop, pick up that pass, gets it out to Alex Murray, trying to come through the middle. Trying to fight off a couple of Thrasher checkers. Gets it to Rambo. And there's going to be a penalty called here. And this one here is
against the North Stars, Bruce.
It's going to go against us here again.
So 1:58 here to play. We'll be back with the penalty kill in just a moment. You're listening to Northstar Hockey on the Arctic Radio Network and ThompsonOnline.ca.
Welcome back. We're under 2 minutes to go here in this first period. The Thrashers with a 1-0 lead and a power play here for the Thrashers. North Stars got Berard out there along with Sketch. Ross to kill this off along with Parker. Martin at the point. Martin takes a look, fires it, and he whistled that one wide of the North Star goal. Now Sketch Trying to get it to Berard. Kept in as the Thrashers get a shot on, and that stopped. That was off the stick of Couch. But a good stop there for Coley, and it holds them at 1-0 still for the Thrashers.
Winnipeg Thrashers have a pretty good power play. They clicked at almost 26% so far this season. 21 power play goals in 81 opportunities. So they're playing with fire if you give them the extra attacker too many times.
There's a shot taken at the point by Tita. Tita with it again. Pass it in. Pierce plays it into Robertson. Back to Pierce, and now it's Tita with it now at the point. Trying to play it through. The puck rolls right in there. Coley down. Back to the point. Northstars still haven't cleared it. Tate Rion down low, and so is Stuckless down behind his own net. He's given a bump there, and the puck comes around on the boards to Tita. Tita plays it back in. There's that pass. Oh, that one just went whistling past Pierce there. He was standing right in front of the goal. Pass goes right out in the slot, and the Northstars get it, and they'll clear it down the ice. 15 seconds left to go here in this first period. Thrashers got that puck over very quickly. They moved that puck fast. There's a shot. That one is wide of the net. Time running out here for the Thrashers on that chance there, and the period is over. So the Northstars will skate off, just down by 1. 13 shots to 8 in favor of the Thrashers.
Well, shots 13-8. Norman Northstars had a pretty good lead, I think 5-2 at one point. So you can see that the Thrashers kind of took control of that in the last part of this period. In the early going, the Thrashers had a lot of time down in the Northstars zone, but really didn't get a lot of pucks on the net. They got a lot of pucks around the net, but not on the net. And Northstars were able to create some good chances for themselves down in the Thrasher zone. Both teams took a penalty. There's still a few seconds to remain on the penalty, the power play for the Thrashers. Not many, a couple of seconds when we come back. The Northstars had a full 2 minutes to operate with the extra attacker mid-period and weren't able to come up with anything. We had just one goal. Robertson, his 4th of the year, from Dawson McKenzie, 27th point on the season, came at 15:09 of that opening period. As Bruce said, Jim Berezovsky will be our guest, the head coach of the Winnipeg Thrashers here in the 4 games. The Wild took it to the Central Plains Capitals 8-3. The Brandon Wheat Kings got by the Yellowhead Chiefs 2-1 in a shootout, and you know the Brandon Wheat Kings have been on a bit of a tear. They have not lost in regulation time in the last 10 games. They got off to a pretty slow start, but they've been pretty strong ever since. The Winnipeg Thrashers also played this week already. They played home to Interlake and beat them 5-1 on Wednesday, and Kenora got by the Eastman Select 6-5. The Thistles, of course, were here last week and provided the competition for the Northstars. Still 2 seconds on the power play for the Winnipeg Thrashers, and now with the second period, here is Bruce Cameron.
Well, Northstars down by a goal here in this second period. They were battling hard against these Thrashers here. Puck out in the center ice area, and the Thrashers coming back the other way now. Negrich over the line, coming in on that short side, scores! Found the top corner, right over the shoulder of Coley. Picked that top left-hand corner on Coley.
Now that's just 16 seconds in. The Northstars got their extra skater back on. Didn't really make a whole lot of difference. The only shot in this period is a goal so far for the Winnipeg Thrashers, and they now lead this hockey game 2-0.
Martin back inside his own blue line for the Thrashers. Martin plays it ahead here to Pierce. Went off his stick. And it got over the line, and Garlono played it up along the boards right in front of the Thrashers bench. Elon was coming up the right side. He was stripped of the puck, and here comes Pierce the other way with the pass. Back and forth he went with Robertson, and the net moved off the moorings there, and that'll stop play.
So Negrich gets the second goal for the Thrashers, his 8th of this season, and 1 assist that went to Phillips. Robertson scored in the opening period. It's 2-0 for the Winnipeg Thrashers, leading the Norman Northstars.
Up back to the point. There's a shot on. That one is stopped there by Coley. Hida gets the shot away. They'll do it all again to the left side of goaltender Alan Coley.
Had a chance this weekend to see Dale and B. Shantz. They were in town for the week. Of course, Dale ran the Chicken Chef here for a lot of years and was in the real estate business, and B did a lot of other volunteer stuff, and their son Tim was a North Star a long time ago. So he's 30 years old now, Tim is, and living with his parents in Winnipeg.
And he's what?
Living with his parents in Winnipeg.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
And Dale was big at minor hockey
Huge,
at the time, so good to see them back. Thrashers coming out up on the left side. Al Danson rolls it into the North Star zone. Rambo trying to come around behind the goal. He lost control of the puck. Garrick was given a bump along behind the net. Tate Riome takes a look, fires it across. That's off a stick and right on to Alex Murray coming in from the short side. Takes a shot. That's stopped there by Thiessen. Puck back to the point. Tate Riome one time right on, and Thiessen comes out to the edge of the circle or edge of the crease and makes the stop.
Pretty easy save there for Thiessen, but I still like the shot, just the blast from the point. We don't see that very often out of the North Stars, and I'd like to see it a little bit more. You never know if a rebound might come your way, and might be able to put one behind him here. A couple of minutes gone in the opening period. One goal so far. If you missed it, it was just 16 seconds in. Belonged to the Thrashers.
Logan Thiessen coming into the game with a .302, so his goals against him pretty solid. Here's the Thrashers coming down. There's a shot taken, and that one over the glass, so that'll play. McKenzie coming down there taking that shot, and that puck will drop just outside the blue line of the Norman Northstars.
Bit of a routine there right now for the Thrashers, coming down there and trying to go high on Alan Coley. Worked once. We'll see if it will continue to work.
Puck chipped out. Gets to center ice. Goes right on the stick of McKenzie. McKenzie hits the brakes, tried to center the puck, and it was picked off there by Blacksmith, trying to come through the defense of the Thrashers, but they closed them out. Now the puck was shot over the boards and out of play right into North Star's box.
North Stars doing a better job, it seems, tonight of kind of plugging up some of the passing lanes of the Thrashers, intercepting those passes and redirecting them, and it is making a difference, taking some of the pressure off the North Stars in the defensive zone, as the Thrashers not able to set up quite as easily as some of the other teams have so far this season.
Thrashers take the draw. There's a pass intended for Kennedy. That went past him and down the ice, so that's going to be icing called against the Winnipeg Thrashers.
Bruce, you have to almost think this is a similar start to the opening period, where there was lots of whistles in the first couple of minutes of that opening period, and then we went long stretches without a whistle. The full period only took about 28 minutes to play.
And for two teams that are supposed to be well penalized, they're keeping their hands to themselves, so to speak, tonight.
I think they're enjoying a game of hockey out there.
Puck along the boards. That's coming out. The Thrashers coming out over their own blue line, over center, and that across the North Stars blue line. That's Johnson up there on the attack. He's in behind the net, and now it's Kennedy with it. Kennedy plays it off the boards. Back to the point it goes to Phillips. He'll wrap it down in behind the North Stars goal. Taking along the boards is Kennedy there. Now it's the North Stars coming up with it. They'll just dump it out. Force the Thrashers back. Martin will have to go all the way back and pick it off. Up comes the Thrashers. Over the line here is Phillips. Cuts to the right side, circles behind, passes it out into the slot to Johnson, but couldn't get the shot away. Thrashers play it over here to Robertson. Robertson with a shot. He was going short side. Now the puck is up against the side of the goal, and Coley's taking no chance. He'll just hold it off.
So far this season, the Winnipeg Thrashers have tasted defeat 7 times, twice in overtime. The other 5, only one has been by more than 1 goal. That was a 4-1 loss to the Brandon Wheat Kings.
There's a chance here at the side, and 2 whacks at it, and they finally score, and Robertson gets a second of the game.
Well, there again, you could see Coley making a great first save, but that puck came out just a little bit, and there was no help for him at all. There was not a North Star in the area, and only, I think, about 5 shots here by the Thrashers, but 2 of them have been goals, and they now lead this contest 3-0. First game they played, the score after the opening period was 1-0. It ended up being 9-1. North Stars scoring the last goal in that game. So hopefully a little different scenario here this game.
There's Alex Murray going in. He was going high, and that went off his stick. Now the puck jumps over Ross's stick, and here comes Johnson coming back again. Tries to make the pass across, and the net taken off his moorings. He made the pass over to Pierce. Pierce kept coming, took the net right off its moorings.
Robertson getting his 2nd of the game and his 5th goal of the season. And an unassisted goal here for the Winnipeg Thrashers. They led 1-0 after the first period, and not even 5 minutes gone by here, and they're up by 3 now, 3-0.
Puck knocked down at the blue line by Hopko, brings it in. That's Tate Rio made good play, but he couldn't quite clear it. Puck wraps in and behind the North Stars goal. There's a backhand shot. Pinching off that short side there was Coley. Thrashers up there, forechecking. Garrick with a good play there to get away from a check. Hits the brakes. He was headed for Blacksmith there and went behind him. Now he got it back again. Blacksmith off his stick. Now he got it back again. Blacksmith gets over the line, gets it to Berard. He's trying to put it in deep, but it ended on Gottfried, and he'll play it around. Penalty coming up on the play here. This one here, it looks like it's going against the Norman North Stars.
I think Garrick's going to get that one here. Just the 3rd penalty of this hockey game. Teams traded penalties in the opening period, and no one was able to score with the extra attacker. This comes just past the 5-minute mark of the 2nd period, and North Stars have to kill off another one. As we shared with you earlier, the Thrashers click about 26% of the time with the extra skater. North Stars are successful killing things off about 15% of the time, so you can see there's a bit of a disparity there.
Gottfried and Hopko on the defense for the Thrashers on this power play. There's Gottfried, cuts to the middle, fires the shot, and that one was wide. Garrick with the roughing penalty. Puck comes back to the point. Gottfried gets it up to McKenzie. McKenzie back to Godfrey. Godfrey takes a shot. Puck laying there. McKenzie in there, grabs the loose puck. Plays it in behind the goal. There's centering pass. Now it's Hopko. There's a pass right in front. Berard clears it into the corner. Monge trying to get to it. Now it's Galerno off the boards. Plays it down inside the Thrashers blue line. Ryan Godfrey for the Thrashers with 52 seconds on this power play left to go. Trying to hit McKenzie, he does, and McKenzie trying to make it over to Couch. Now the North Stars clear it out. Godfrey again takes it over the line. Trying to find Johnson coming through the middle, and the North Stars will clear it. That's Sketch getting rid of it, and they'll send it into the ice. North Stars getting some fresh legs on there now. Thrashers, McKenzie, lead pass, gets it ahead. There's a shot going on top shelf with Ives, and it went off Coley and up over the glass and out of play.
Well, still 17 seconds here to go in this power play for the Winnipeg Thrashers. They've had 4 shots so far. And Coley's been equal to all of them. Northstars again had a pretty good chance to clear that puck and didn't shoot it with any authority and only got it out to about the center ice area. They've got to do a better job when they get those chances.
Puck cleared all the way down by the Thrashers. Down behind the net there is Phillips. Now comes the Thrashers. Leading the attack here is Martin. Dumps it in. Coley's out to play it. Northstars got their man back on. They're at even strength. Martin at the point. Murray on. Now for the Thrashers, or for the Northstars. And now the Thrashers still putting some pressure on. The Northstars still scrambling inside their own blue line. Monge up along the far boards. Pushed, or Rambo rather. And now the puck is cleared out. And Linklater couldn't catch up to that long pass. Around the net. Linklater trying to put it out in the slot. Good hustle by Linklater. Now it's Johnson. Now it's passed out in the slot, and now there's a penalty coming here.
Well, I think this might go against the Thrashers. We'll be back with that power play for the Northstars in just a moment. 3-0 is the score for the Thrashers. You're listening to the Northstar Hockey on the Arctic Radio Network and ThompsonOnline.ca.
Welcome back. Still 3-0 in favor of the Thrashers. The Northstars on a power play here, and that's Berard trying to make the pass. That was picked off. Thrashers trying to clear it. Galarno stops it, gets a good shot away, but no trouble for Thiessen on that shot. Here's Galarno. Makes a backhand pass to Sketch. That went past him. But the Northstars still keep it in. Down in the corner is Como there. He's got two Northstars pressing him up against the wall there. Thrashers come up with it off the boards. Helcrow trying to keep it in. Now it's picked off and brought out. This one is Negrich. He's got a goal already in the game. Makes a nice move. Still with the puck. Sends a good pass across. That shot went high by Pierce off the glass, and that one ricochets all the way down into the Thrashers' end of the rink. Thiessen's out to play it, and the Thrashers. Now it's cleared by the Thrashers all the way down. Coley out to play it. Up to Rambo. Rambo to Helcrow. Now it's Linkletter with it. Now Monge forced back. He has to turn away from a check. Up he comes, up over the right side. Takes it right down low. He's got Blacksmith in there. Gives it back to Blacksmith. Back he goes. Tate Real with a shot. And that one was stopped there by Barkley. Barkley couldn't track it down inside the line of the Norman Northstars. Oh, we got another penalty coming here, Tom.
Well, I think it might go against Hallcrow. And that will nullify with just 8 seconds on the penalty there to Johnson. And Hallcrow, I don't know, he got a little frustrated there. We were wondering if he was going to get an extended one, but it looks like just 2 minutes. So in 8 seconds time, the Winnipeg Thrashers will go on their third power play of this hockey game.
Puck off the right boards there as the Northstars get it out into the neutral zone, but Martin plays it in. Now the Thrashers got their guy on, and now they are on a bit of a power play here. Puck down low, the Thrashers back inside their own, right down behind their own net. Up over center. Puck dumped in. Puck down in the corner of the Norman Northstars. The Thrashers set this power play up. Puck right in the slot area. Good stop there off the stick of Negrich. Into the corner it goes. Oh, and Galarno was knocked to the ice. No penalty on the play, and it's cleared all the way down.
It's hard to understand that one a little bit as he was manhandled to the ice, but there is no penalty. Play carries on.
Northstars coaching staff were incensed on that, looking for a call, didn't get one. Down behind the net, Negridge, backhand pass to McKenzie. Right in front, puck bouncing around in the slot area. There's a shot on Coley, another shot. Coley with a couple of saves there. Now he'll finally scoop it up, or jump on the loose puck at least, and get a stoppage in play. 34 seconds left on that power play and 8:52 to go here in the second.
Well, some good opportunities there by the Winnipeg Thrashers with the extra skater, and only for the grace of Alan Coley to that puck stay out of the net. He's having another whale of the game. I think this is probably the best North Star goalie we've seen since the Justin Pollock days. He game in and game out just astounds us all the time with some of his saves.
Puck in behind the goal of the Norman Northstars. Barkley behind the net. Barkley being bothered there by Berard. That went past Kate Riome. There's a puck right out in the slot area. Comes right back to Tuda. Now right in front. There's a shot. Now the Northstars get their man back on, so they're at even strength now as Helcro gets on the ice. Kate Riome down in the corner. His own corner now is off the boards. A long pass up. Linklater. Nice move. Gets away from his check, trying to hit Berard, and that's not going to happen, and the Thrashers cleared out. Out to play this season as the Thrashers work the puck out from their own zone. Right in front of the Norman Northstars box. Now it's Gottfried off the boards, trying to bank it up there to Rebeck. Rambo bodied off the puck down there as he's battling hard. Thrashers are coming, or the Northstars coming out now with some room to move here is Linklater. Linklater gets over the line. Now Gottfried takes it from him. Gottfried lost it, then got it back again. Trying to make the pass. That's picked off by Garrick, and he'll play it back in. Thiessen out to play it. Wraps it around the boards. Garrick keeps it in. And it's Gottfried again. Long pass up to Negridge. Negridge with a move. He's in, and he scores. Well, he's got those quick hands. He took the pass from Godfrey, went in, made a nice move. Seen a little opening there on that side and found the net and put him up 4-0. Nice. Second goal of the game.
4 goals in this hockey game, but only 2 goal scorers. Negridge has a pair now, his 8th and 9th this year of the year, and Robertson also scoring a pair of goals for the Winnipeg Thrashers. All even strength markers. And the Northstars are now down 4-0.
Well, you make a mistake with this team, Tom, you're going to pay. And right there, nobody was watching Negridge on this right side. First thing you know, he was in alone and no chance for Mr. Alan Coley.
Well, this game has not had a lot of penalties in it. 3 against the Norman Northstars, 2 against the Winnipeg Thrashers. Not kind of what we expected. We're approaching the 13-minute mark here of this third period.
Coley's already faced 30 shots. He's already had a night of work here so far.
I think he's getting used to it.
Down in the corner there is Monge. Monge trying to pass it off. And the help out is Murray, or Stuckless was in there, and he lost control of the puck. Now it's played out in the center ice area. There's Ives. Ives trying to fight up Pilon. Made the pass across. Now Stuckless with it. Gets it over to Guggenhoff, and he gets a shot away. Good shot. That one's right on. Good stop there by Thiesenhoff. Guggenhoff. Coming down that right side. Monge clears it back in. Thrashers coming back out, trying to make that long pass up there, but that was picked off there by Helcro. Thrashers like to do that, get their man high and send that long pass up. This one's picked off by Couch. Couch is in, takes a look, scores.
Well, that was another breakdown there by the defense, and bad little pass there just outside their own blue line. And Johnny on the spot. We're going to take a break. 5-0 now with 5:25 to go in the second period. You're listening to Northstar Hockey on the Arctic Radio Network and ThompsonOnline.ca.
And there's the Northstars we know and love.
Yeah, that's it.
Everybody. 5-0 there just before the break. Couch getting the goal on a break. He went right in there, made no mistake, went right in and put it right past Coley. Coley's been under siege here, facing 31 Thrashers shots. This one rolls into Thies and he'll hang on. But he's been facing a lot of rubber here in this game. And the Northstars are behind 5-0 because of that.
Certainly are, and I don't think you can really fault him on any of the goals. A lot of them he's made an initial save or somebody's been in on him all alone, and lots of speed and action coming at him there.
Well, the last 2 goals, they were just him and the shooter came out on top both cases. So that's where we are right now at 5-0. Thrashers again coming. This time it's have Danson carrying the puck up. Have Danson puts it over to the corner, and on that one is Rebeck. Now it's Murray trying to get out. Have Danson keeps it up, keeps it in, trying to make the pass, and he couldn't do it. They got the Northstars spinning around inside their own zone. Finally, the Northstars get it out. There's Alex Murray on it on the right side. Hits the brakes, looks for Linkletter, and his stick was slashed there a little bit, and he couldn't get the shot away or the pass. And now the Thrashers are bringing it up. They brought it in, but that caught one player in there on the offside. Rebeck was in there by about 4 steps.
This is not the only midget hockey that's going on at this CA Nesbitt Arena this weekend. The girls were playing earlier this weekend. They lost 2-1 yesterday to Eastman Selects. Came away with a 5-3 victory this afternoon. Oh, sorry, Central Plains Capitals.
Martin dumps it in for the Thrashers. We're under the 4 minutes to go here in this second period. Pierce getting the shot, and Foley makes the stop, and he's going to hang on to that and get a stoppage in play.
We got 3:34 to go in the second period. 5-0 for the Thrashers. You're listening to Northstar Hockey on the Arctic Radio Network and ThompsonOnline.ca.
Oh. Well, welcome back. Thrashers just scored again. And they got them up by a score of 6-0.
Well, I think there's a little demoralization here from the Norman Northstars. They're getting a little less spirited with every goal. Now we have a penalty coming up, and probably looks like a slash against the Northstars.
So Reed Robertson getting his 3rd goal of the game, getting him up 6-0, but the Thrashers got a penalty right after that. So Carter Ives going off for holding, and the Northstars are going on a bit of a power play. They could use a goal here to start trying to climb back into this hockey game. That's a big hill to climb when you're facing a skating team like the Thrashers.
Well, they've been outshot 20-5 so far in this period.
Puck on the far boards. There's Kennedy holding it up there. You got a couple of Northstars up there with him, and now there's Sketch. Plays it back to Galerno. Galerno back to Sketch. Sketch plays it in low. Goes to Berard. Hulkrow gets it to Stuckless, who gets it to Berard. To Sketch. Sketch back to Berard. Trying to go out to Hulkrow. That went off a leg. Right in front again. And Stuckless couldn't get a stick on it. And it goes past and out over the blue line. That forces the North Stars to clear the zone. Here comes the North Stars up on the attack. There's Hulkrow. Puck chip back out. There's Galerno with it now. Galerno makes a move. Takes it over the line. Slips the pass over. There's a shot by Hulkrow. Puck bouncing around inside. That one's going to be smothered there by Thiessen.
Well, we heard Jim Berezovsky said this is a different Norman North Star team than the one he faced back in early October, but I have to admit, Bruce, the score sheet is looking exactly the same. It was 1-0 after the first period. The Thrashers scored 5 goals in the second period. So far, that's the scenario that's unfolding here tonight. It was 1-0 after 1, and it's now 6-0 here with a couple of minutes to go in the second period.
Puck kept in there by Ross to Manger. Manger back to Ross. The Thrashers got their box set up there. There's Thiessen, or Tate Riome rather, walks right in, takes a good hard shot, but Thiessen there come out and block that.
I like those shots.
That was a good
One of
hard
those is going to start to find their way through, and maybe it makes some of those defensemen think a little bit too about getting in front of them.
Face-off will be to the left side of Logan Thiessen. In to take the draws will be Rambo. Manger comes up with that puck, back to Rambo. Rambo pushed off the puck there by Hopko. Now the Thrashers got it to the line. Now they finally got it down. That'll force the North Stars back up inside their own line. Now that the Thrashers got their man back on, but there's an icing call on that. So they're red even strength, 1:14 to go, and the puck will be brought all the way down into the North Stars end of the rink.
And speaking of those Norman Wild, the interview we have lined up in the second intermission will include Lee Cummings and a couple of his players, his daughter Kylie, who had 5 points today. And also we're going to talk or hear an interview, short little one done with head coach Doug Headley of the OCN Blizzard.
Doug Headley, former coach of the Parkland Rangers. Should be an interesting talk with Headley. Puck in behind the North Stars net. And that puck was chipped up over the glass of the North Stars, and that stops the clock at 54.1 seconds to go here in the second.
So these teams play again tomorrow afternoon, 1:30, and then they don't see each other again until late January. I think the 29th is the date, but it's going to be a Sunday. It'll be the game number 3 of a 3-game road swing for the North Stars. And then that will be it for these two teams this season.
There's a shot taken, went right through, and that was Martin getting a good shot away, but it looks like Coley had a good eye on it. Make the stop. Face-off will be to the right side of Alan Coley. Kuganop going in. Kuganop taking the draw against Negrich. He wins the draw, but he couldn't get the puck out. North Stars didn't get the puck out. Puck right there in the crease area, and that's blown down as Coley jumps on it right in the blue paint and hangs on.
Lots of shots here for the Winnipeg Thrashers in this period. North Stars did not too bad. I think it was 13-8 or something in that opening period, but 22 shots now in the second period for the Winnipeg Thrashers. I think they came to play here in the second.
Hulkrow with it. Now it's played over out to the far side, crossing the line. There's a shot. That one is low and wide. Manger up there with Galerno. Now it's Martin with it for the Thrashers. Benegrich who sends a pass in. Here comes the Oh, there's some wicked passing back and forth. Negrich finishes it off. 3 Thrashers up on that rush. And no chance for Mr. Coley on that one.
None whatsoever, as they all worked in, and it was tight. It was not far away at all. They were in tight, they were in close, and this comes with just over 8 seconds to play in the second period. It's now 7-0. And I'll tell you, the Northstars are going to have their work cut out for them just to stay interested and focused in the third period.
So Negrich gets his 10th goal of the season and his 3rd goal of the game.
So a couple of hat tricks already here for the Thrashers.
So that's it. After the second period, the Thrashers 7, Norman Northstars no score.
Well, it started out pretty good here in this hockey game for the Northstars. They held their own in the opening period. They were down 1-0. Robertson got the only goal of that period from McKenzie at about the 15-minute mark. But in the second period, things kind of fell apart pretty quick for the Northstars. Just 16 seconds in, they had just finished off killing a penalty when Negrich got his first of the game and 8th of the season from Phillips, making it 2-0. The third goal belonged to Robertson as well. It was unassisted. It was now 3-0. Then Negrich got his second of the game, making it 4-0. Couch was the next goal scorer up, and that made it 5-0. So that was goal number 5. And then Robertson and Negrich rounded out the scoring. So 2 hat tricks, one by Robertson and one by Negrich already in this hockey game, and we still have 20 minutes to go. Kind of a disappointing state of affairs here for the Norman Northstars, as they, I think we're hoping for a better result and a better effort. That the Thrashers will be here momentarily. Just updating the scoreboard from out of town, the Brandon Wheat Kings, who have been winners, or at least had points in their last 10 games, are in tough. Second period now complete, and they trail the Interlake Lightning 2-0. It's Central Plains trailing Kenora 2-1. Parkland is ahead of Eastman 3-2 after 2 periods, and there's still no score between the Wild and Southwest. Checking the Manitoba Junior Hockey League now after 2 periods, OCN continues to lead Nipawin 1-0. Steinbach and Winnipeg are knotted up at 1. And it's also a tie game at 2 between Swan Valley and Selkirk. In the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League, the Flin Flon Bombers are ahead of the Humboldt Broncos 4-2. Yorkton down La Ronge 5-1 in a game that was played this afternoon. The Battleford Northstars are ahead of Estevan 4-2, and we have no score between Notre Dame and Weyburn. Those games should be all in about the second period, very similar to where we are here in this contest. All right, the Norman Northstars, not bad after 1 period. They were down 1-0, but not good after 2 periods, as they now trail this hockey game by a score of 7-0. A couple of hat tricks by the Winnipeg Thrashers. Robertson and Negrich each knotting 3 goals, and Couch getting the other goal. The Northstars being outshot 36-16. All right, with the third period, here is Bruce.
I just want to give a shout out to Mackenzie, Morgan, Kayla, Maddie, and Kennedy. Way to go, guys. Are you listening in? If you are, you didn't get it? Oh, well, there it is. I put it out there for you. Anyway, we're on to the third period. It's 7-0 in favor of the Thrashers. And we got our first whistle here in the third period. Northstars got a lot of work to do here, down by 7.
Well, they certainly do have a lot of work. Things went their way here right off the hop, though. We're just 23 seconds into this period, and Halterson is going off for the Thrashers. This will be power play chance number 4 for the Norman Northstars. And they've only mustered about 4 shots or 5 shots with the man advantage so far on 3 chances prior to this.
Puck out in the slot area. It comes right back to the point. There's a shot. Trying to get through there was Helcrow. He couldn't get it through. Gets it over to Stuckless. Stuckless makes a move, takes it down in the corner, backhands it down to Berard. That one past him, and Sketch on it. Back to Berard in behind the Thrasher goal. Sketch plays it right out to Stuckless. Couldn't get the shot away there, and the Thrashers will pick up that loose puck and clear it all the way down the ice. So the Northstars on a power play here for another 124. And they're back inside their own line, deep inside their own zone, and it's Garrick. Galerno plays it over here to Helcrow. He got it over to Berard. Got it to center, net is picked off, and coming back the other way on a break there is Barkley. He gets in there, there's a shot. Couldn't quite get it away. That was Kennedy hustling up there, rather. Now there's going to be a hooking penalty.
Well, and I think this is obviously going against the Norman Northstars is a turnover at the Thrasher blue line. Looks like Holcrow going off here for the, or is it Rambo? Maybe Rambo going off. Anyway, bottom line is the power play Holcrow is now over for the Norman Northstars. They still had 1:03 to go, so we got 4-on-4 hockey for a little while. Then if there's no further penalties, the Thrashers will have a 57-second power play.
That puck is cleared all the way down the ice, and that'll bring it all the way back into the North Stars end. So they've got 1:51 on the North Star penalty, 54. So the Thrashers will get a bit of a power play, barring any penalties in between, that is. So it's 4-on-4 right now. There's a puck line in the crease, and that's cleared out. So Martin outside of the North Stars line makes a pass ahead. Now taking over the line is McKenzie. Down in behind the net there is Couch. Couch body there heavily there by Berard. And he's down, getting up slowly down there. Couch.
He was trying to move that puck there in the corner, and Berard was able to step into him. I don't think there's a penalty on that, although now it looks like some words as captain for the Thrashers sticking up for his player there, McKenzie. I don't think anything further is coming of it. Still 34 seconds to go with 4-on-4 hockey. And then the Thrashers go on the power play.
Face off down to the left, Coley. Puck chipped out. Thrashers take it back inside behind their own net. Hopko gets it up to Negrich. Trying to make that pass onto the stick of Pierce. Too far for him. He'll have to take it down in the corner, but that goes all the way. They're at even strength, so that brings about an icing, and they'll bring it all the way back to the Thrasher zone.
Thrashers have had a couple of games so far this season when they've shut out the competition. They're on the way to doing that here this evening as they've played 42.5 minutes and have not given up a goal so far. The North Stars trailing 7-0, 4-on-4 hockey on the ice right now.
Galerno waved out, and puck was coming in. Thrashers got control of the puck there. Back there is Godfrey carrying the puck up. So the Thrashers going to get her man on here right away, and they're going on this power play. Now he's on, so there's a 55-second power play for the Thrashers here as they got their fifth guy on. There's a shot on, and that was stopped by Coley. And the North Stars clear it down the ice. 17:20 to go here in this third period. 7-0 in favor of the Thrashers. I'm Bruce Cameron along with Tom O'Brien and Paul Anderson and Dennis Rathgaber along with Matt Higgins there over there in the looking after their commercials for us, doing a good job. And the puck right there in front of the Thrasher goal, but it goes off a stick and into the corner. Now we got a Thrasher player down, and there's going to be a penalty here, I would believe.
Well, I didn't see either of the referees with their hands up as Ross took his man down. And now we've got Pierce out there trying to draw Ross into something. Sketch comes over to lend a little bit of help to his teammate. It was Robertson, who has a hat trick in this game, who was taken to the ice rather heavily. It doesn't look like anything further. These are pretty rough and tumble teams, both of them. They take a lot of penalties. Haven't really taken too many in this game. They take an average of about 22, 24 minutes worth of penalties in a game. So far, they're about half of that, or even less, a third. So we'll see what happens. But no further penalties. Still 17 seconds to go on the Thrasher power play.
Puck dropped. Thrashers take control. That was a Danson playing it, and now it's gobbled up there by Barkley. Barkley's streaming up the right side. Gets it on the stick of Rebeck. Rebeck gets a shot on. And again, Coley coming up with a good stop there.
And the whistle just went, and the North Star player came back on the ice. So when the puck drops here, it'll be 5-on-5 hockey, and we're back to even strength on both teams.
Face off to the left side of Coley. In there to take the draw there is Barkley. There's a shot. Barkley going high. A nice stop there as Coley made another good save. 40 shots at Coley so far tonight. Up comes. There's a good shot. He knocked the bottle right off. Held Danson gets the shot and puts it right past Coley. Wicked wrist shot there, and no chance for Coley on that one.
Well, like many of the goals that went in, there's not a lot of chance for the goaltender. You can't really fault the goaltender, even though he's given up 8 shots. There haven't been too many easy shots. I don't think that he's given up, and he's been equal to many other shots that other goalies would have let in. This game could be really out of reach if not for the play of Alan Coley.
That's Al Danson's 11th goal of the season. He's got him up 8-0. Here comes the Thrashers once again. Barging in over the line, taking it down low. Monjay trying to flip the puck out. He gets it onto the stick of Stuckless. Stuckless trying to make a back pass, but it was picked up, dumped back in to the North Stars end of the rink. Parker trying to fight off the check here. There's a pass, comes right back to the point. Phillips, they give on go there with Martin. There's a shot by Martin, that's off the glass. Phillips keeps it in. Elon trying to catch up to the puck. He's knocked away from the puck. Taking along the boards there is Ives. Plays it down low, right out to the slot area. Phillips. Back and forth he goes there with Martin. Ives giving a bump along the boards. There's Johnson in behind. Johnson having a great game here with 3 goals tonight. Monjay spots that loose puck and makes a feathering pass. And up, Galarno clears it. North Stars making some wholesale changes there. Jay down up on the rush. Monjay trying to fight it off, trying to get it out there to Alex Murray coming in. There's Hulkrow. Nice move at the line. Keeping it in, trying to hold it in along the boards. And tripped up. There is Much Guggenop, and there's going to be a penalty call here.
And I think it might be going against the Thrashers again, but we'll be back with it either way. You're listening to North Star Hockey on the Arctic Radio Network and ThompsonOnline.ca.
Is the score in favor of the Thrashers. Thrashers got their man in the box for 1 minute and 57 seconds left to go in that penalty, and 14:32 left to go here in the third. The pass right out in the slot. That was on Skatch's stick. Couldn't hold on to it. Here's Hulkrow. Now the Thrashers clear it down the ice. That goes, and out for play it is Coley. Coley quite couldn't get it out. Kept in, but the North Stars are going to bring it back. Skatch up there with Berard. Gets it over. Berard was over there by a couple of steps, and then they fired the puck after the whistle. And that brings about a little shoving here. The North Stars fired the puck after the whistle. Let's see if there's going to be any penalties here.
Still 1:26 to go on the man advantage as Phillips is in the penalty box. And you're right, Bruce. I think that is going to result as Skatch, who's kind of been playing within chip on his shoulder all game here, and he's going to go to the penalty box. Looks like maybe offsetting penalties, so we also have Gottfried going off. A couple of North Stars, I guess, there. So Skatch and Hallcrow and Gottfried on the other side. So there's 2 players each. Just have to wait and see if there's a misconduct maybe because somebody said something, or if there's a couple of minor penalties. He's coming with 14:01 to play here in the 3rd period. The score is 8-0 for the Thrashers. They led 1-0 after 1 period, 7-0 after 2 periods, and have 1 goal here so far in this 3rd period. They're out shooting the Northstars 41-18, 5-2 so far in this period. Still kind of waiting to see what the official call is. Timekeeper Shell getting the word directly from the officiating crew.
I was talking to the officials before the game. Remember we got into the slew footing last week, the 4-minute game. Well, if you're standing still and you take a guy's feet out, and that's a 4-minute in a game. But if you take him out along the boards and you slew foot him on the move, it's
viewed differently.
It's viewed differently.
Okay.
It's like a match. You get up to 4 games for doing that.
No.
So, and that's something they're really reinforcing now.
Well, you know, even in that game that they played back on the 2nd of October, I was looking at the score sheet before this game, and there was a slew foot or 2 in that contest as well. So that's not something we've been hearing too much over the years, but we've heard of it a lot here in this season.
And there's no call per se when you see him go over. It looks like a tripping call.
Yeah.
And then he just verbally tells.
Verbally says it's a slew foot.
It's a slew foot.
Interesting. So a 4-minute up there for the Norman Northstars. 3 players in the penalty box. Still 1:26 to go. So, and the penalty to Phillips. So a couple of offsetting, and then some nastiness over there for the Northstars. So they were in a big hole as they trail this game 8-0, and they've got a lot of players in the penalty box for a period of time.
Well, frustration starting to settle in here for the Norman Northstars, I think, as the score starts going up. Puck is cleared all the way down, and they're even strength, so that there caused the icing again. We're going to bring it all the way back. So sketch. So Hellcrow's the one with the 4 minutes up there. And, for a hit contact. Stuckless. Oh, he was knocked down by Pierce. As he crossed the line, Pierce got him. Off the boards, and that one's going to go all the way down. And that's going to be icing called. Hop goes, banked it off the boards and went all the way down the ice for an icing call against the Thrashers.
So far in almost 5.5 periods of hockey against the Winnipeg Thrashers, Ethan Stuckless, the only North Star to find the score sheet for the Norman Northstars. That was late in the game back on October 2nd. It was the last goal scored in that game, and I think there was only about 2 minutes to go. He spoiled the shutout for the Thrashers.
Puck's cleared all the way down. Out to plate is Coley. He'll bank it off the boards. Longe giving it up by Barkley as he plays it down into the Thrashers, over the Thrashers line. Barkley, he hits the line, takes it down. Nobody with him, though. Couldn't get the shot away. And then it's cleared out by the Norman Northstars. Barkley gets it over to Tate Riom. Tate Riom coming up on the right side. Rebeck gets it over. Rambo gets it to Monge. Monge flips the pass over. Tate Riom. Tate Riom cutting to the right side. Fires the puck, but that's deflected away, and now it's the Thrashers coming back the other way now. Right in, nice move. And a shot on, nice save by Coley. There's one right in the slot, and it's buried. And is that by the score is by Rebeck.
Rebeck had an assist on the last goal, and now he gets one of his own here. It's now 9-0. And 2 goals in the second period, or third period here. 6 goals in the second and 1 in the first. Have the visitors up 9-0 with 12:18 to go in the third.
Well, when the North Stars make a little bit of an error, the Thrashers are all over it. They'll make you pay. They're a good skating club.
Well, you really got to keep your eye on who's in front of the net, and the North Stars have been burned a few times there as they get watching the puck around the sides or in the corner, and all of a sudden it comes out front, and the Thrasher player all alone and just buries it very easily.
So the Thrashers back inside their own, behind their own net, coming out. They got 1:32 still on that power play. Oh, there's puck drop. Berard in on a break. But he couldn't get that shot off as Hopko was there to could feel those footsteps coming, and they couldn't get the shot away. Rebeck fires that one wide. Hopko on the far boards, down in the corner. Garrick down there as well. Out comes the Thrashers. Trying to play the puck out there was Ives. Kennedy sends it a pass across. There's a shot on. That stopped. Johnson fires it. That missed. Circling in behind the net is Ives. And now the North Stars get a hold of it, finally clear it down the ice with 36 seconds to go here in the power play. 10:50 to go here in the third. Everything going the Thrashers' way here tonight. North Stars come up with that puck. Garrick was sandwiched between a couple of Thrasher players. The Thrashers dumped the puck out. Stuckless couldn't catch up to the loose puck. Parker off the boards. Down into Winnipeg zone. Winnipeg play it off the boards, down the ice. That one's going to go the length of the ice. That's going to be icing called against the Winnipeg Thrashers.
Well, and the good news for the North Stars is the penalties are all over. They get to play even strength now as only Hallcrow is left in there to serve out the rest of his 10-minute misconduct. Skatch comes off. Kanawappi is also out of the penalty box, so North Stars still looking for their first goal of this game.
Puck out in over the Thrashers' blue line. There's Couch. Made a back pass. That's picked off by Rambo. Rambo looking to dish it off. Hits Murray coming through the middle. Then Murray lost control of the puck. And the Thrashers storming back the other way with it. Barkley coming down on the left side. Barkley centers the puck. McKenzie backhand is wide of the North Star net. Phillips takes the shot. That ricocheted off a Thrasher leg. Now it's Murray trying to clear it. Kept in on the far side there, Ryan Martin. Out of the net there to play the puck there was Coley. Phillips keeping it in. McKenzie takes a look. Scores! And the North Stars were all tied up inside that line, and McKenzie made them pay. That's his first goal of the game. That puts them up 10-0.
McKenzie has an assist. He assisted on the first goal of the game on Robertson way back in the opening period. Now he gets one of his own here, and they've now hit double digits, the Winnipeg Thrashers have, and have really taken it here. The 13th goal of the season and 28th point of the year for Mr. McKenzie.
9:16 left to go in the third. I don't think the North Stars would like to stop this bleeding here. Much Guggenop lost control of the puck. Chipped off the boards. Now it's brought over the line there by Hal Danson. Thrashers play it out in the slot, comes right back to the point. Como, the shot, the net coming off the moorings there, I believe.
And we're going to have a penalty here. We'll
penalty.
be back with that power
There you
play
go.
in just a moment. You're listening to North Star Hockey on the Arctic Radio Network and ThompsonOnline.ca.
Well, welcome back. 10-0 in favor of the Thrashers here with 8:35 to go here in this third period. North Stars on a power play here. The puck got to the line. Galerno fires. That one is wide of the Thrasher net. Tate Riom with it to Galerno. Stuckless fired that one wide. Sketch to Stuckless. Stuckless bodied up along the boards there by Hopko. Sketch trying to center the puck, and the Thrashers will clear it. Down the ice it goes. Tate Riom is back for it as he's being watched out by Rebeck. Out through the middle they go. Over the line goes Stuckless. Picking his pocket there is Barkley there, and Barkley battling there against Stuckless. North Stars give it to Sketch. Sketch shot, stopped, didn't make it to the net. Around the boards it goes and out. Galerno sends it over to Tate Riom. To Stuckless. His shot. And that glove came out and stopped it right there. That's Thiessen making that save and hangs on.
Well, Stuckless was trying to go for that top corner. He had a beat on it, but Thiessen had a beat on the puck. Was able to glove it. 45 seconds still to go, and the Negridge penalty. North Stars looking for their first goal of the game. This is their 6th power play. They are 0 for 5 so far.
Puck cleared all the way down. Coley out to play it, and he gives it off. And there's Rambo. Coming up by Johnson. Got to the line, then he was stopped there. Ran out of ice, and that was it. Ross dumps it in. That was right on. Thiessen again pulls that one into the air, and not going to take any chances.
Norman North Stars are on the road next weekend. They play 3 games in 3 nights. I think Eastman, the Wild are a couple of those games, and they also play on Sunday against Interlake. So some tough games, and hopefully maybe a couple of easier games there as well. So Winnipeg Wild only losing once so far in regulation time this hockey season, having a tremendous year. They came into the arena a few weeks ago. The North Stars able to get an overtime point out of them, but that was about as close as they could get.
Well, they're going into Interlake. They took 2 from them a couple of weeks ago, so
yeah,
maybe they can go in and pick up another 2 points there.
Let's hope.
Puck off the board.
I was going to say that game is the 3rd game in 3 nights, so
yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah, on the way back they stop in the Interlake, and
yeah,
kind of tough. There's a shot. That one's off the glass. The Interlake. That was Monjay. Monjay trying to get in there. Good work there, but he couldn't quite control the puck and get a shot on. Here's Alex Murray with a great chance. Scores! Alex Murray breaks that goose egg there as he went right across the seams there and went to the far corner and made no mistake.
Well, that whole Alex Murray's had a lot of opportunities this hockey season, and he's always kind of around that puck, able to move it. Hasn't been able to finish all the time, but he certainly did there as he was able to gather that puck in and from the face-off circle just wristed it down low and finally got one by Thiessen. You can see the back of the net bulge. And the Norman North Stars are finally on the score sheet. Only trail now 10-1, Bruce.
Only 10-1, and that was Alex Murray's 4th goal of the season.
Just over 6 minutes to play here in this period. Got a bit of a cheer from the crowd here. Not a bad crowd on a night in late November.
Well, they broke the goose egg at least, and the face-off now to the right side of Thiessen. Thrashers coming up with that draw. Kennedy gets it out. Murray over Machagugana over the line. His shot is taken, but it was on the offside.
So the teams, as they always do, will play again tomorrow. 1:30 here at the C.A. Nesbitt Arena. Bruce, we get a little bit of a break. We're not back for a couple of weeks, and it'll be the Yellowhead Chiefs in town. They're sitting in second place so far in the AAA League, so they've had a pretty good season. Maybe we'll see Jeremy Dutkowicz, who was a goaltender here for the North Stars last week, in net.
That's where he's residing these days.
That's where he is, yeah.
Well, they're doing all right, that Yellowhead team. Right up there in the standings. There's puck is in behind the Norman North Stars net. Blacksmith coming up with it. Now he'll move down the right side with the brakes. Giving a bump there as he tried to make a pass, and it was picked off, and back comes Rebeck. Get over the line. Half Anderson. He's given a bump there by Parker. There's a shot taken by Barkley, and it went through this crease. Parker takes it over the line for takes a low shot. That one is wide of the Thrasher goal. Now the Thrashers come up with it. Rebeck could get turned around and get that play going, but he just turns and fires it in. And now Tate Riome on the loose puck. Tate Riome gathering speed at his own blue line up over the center ice line. He hits the line of the Thrashers full speed. Coming in, right out in the slot. Nobody there. Thrashers can't get out. Manger with it. Going high with it. That one went off the glass. Ross in his skates along the boards. Galerno trying to get it in there. Now it's picked up by Stuckless. Back to Galerno. Trying to go to Manger. Manger picks it up along the boards. Into Stuckless in behind the net of the Thrashers. Stuckless gives it back to Manger. Puck in the slot area. And the Thrashers come up with it and clear it out. Thrashers get dumping in. Phillips will go for a change. Thrashers get some fresh legs on. There's a pass right out, and it rolls right into Coley, and he'll smother it right there. Stop the play at 3:39 of the third. Left to go in the third.
And the score, 10-1 for the Thrashers. You're listening to North Star Hockey on the Arctic Radio Network and ThompsonOnline.ca.
Welcome back. Looks like McKenzie scoring for the Thrashers while we were in break there. And it looks like they got him up 12-1.
Well, he had that puck kind of off to the side of the net and just flipped it up, and it just got inside the far corner. The referee was right there, whistled the goal, 3:35 to play, so this goal coming at 16:25. McKenzie, his second goal of the game, and he also has one assist. A couple of other Thrashers have hat tricks tonight. Robertson with 3 goals, Negrich with 3 goals as well, and Couch and Haldenson also scoring, and Rebeck for the Thrashers. 11-1 now to score, just over 3 minutes to play.
North Shore has taken their worst beating of the season here tonight. Looks like. Should get that call for you. I believe it was McKenzie scored that goal at least.
You know, they I think have paid the price almost every time they've made a mistake. The Thrashers have been very good about capitalizing on their opportunities when they've come their way, and they've created a lot of opportunities here as well.
So McKenzie with his 14th goal of the season here. He's got him up 11-1. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third.
McKenzie was the player of the month for the month of October in the AAA Midget Hockey League, also player of the week midway through October. Skatch was a player of the week for the Norman North Stars as well, and Zachary Bennett, who's not in net tonight, probably maybe see him tomorrow, was also a runner-up for player goaltender of the month.
The puck all the way down the ice, and that's going to be icing, it looks like, against the Norman Northstars.
I better throw that out there while I have a chance, because this game quickly drawing to a close. 2:33 here to play. We think we'll have James Buchanan up at the end of the game. Not sure what we're going to ask him, Bruce.
I'm not sure. And I'm sure it won't be good when we do ask him.
It's a tough loss. I think they were expecting a better fate here tonight. They weren't sure they were going to win it or not, but I think they felt they deserved a chance to maybe win it, and that certainly hasn't worked out that way.
Well, they certainly, I think you're right. I think they figured they were going to have a better fate here tonight, at least close.
I think they had felt they'd made quite a few strides here the last 3 or 4 weeks, and this would be a test. This was a team that they lost to 9-1. Now they're getting beat here 11-1 on home ice. I think they thought maybe some of those days were behind them. Obviously not.
No. There's a shot on. There's Coley with a save right there. And back come the Norman Northstars. They didn't get it quite out over the line. Kept in there by Ives. Now the Northstars are going to get another chance to come out. And there's Linkletter with it. Linkletter takes it over their blue line. Linkletter cuts to the middle, and then he was dropped to the ice by Godfrey as the Thrashers come back the other way with it. Back to the point it goes. Shot in. That's behind the North Star net. Tatrione was going to golf it out. Phillips, he just puts it right in. That one right into the glove of Coley.
50 shots now for the Winnipeg Thrashers. 11 of them have got by the goaltender Adam Cawley. On the other side, the Norman Northstars have directed 21 shots at Thiessen. 1 has got by him, and that was late here in this third period.
Face off to the right of Coley. Thrashers come up with the puck. Skatch trying to get going, rubbed out along the boards. Played right back in. Thrashers still trying to wrap it in from the short side, kind of wrap around, but Coley grabs it and hangs on. And I think the North Stars just can't wait for this to be over.
I'm sure that, let's just get off here. Yeah, I hear you. They've been on the ice for a couple of hours here so far tonight, and it's been 2 hours, I'm sure, for the North Stars. They just as soon forget. It wasn't bad the first 20 minutes. They were only down 1-0. They looked not bad, but that second period, though, Sky just fell in on them. Well,
they've had some bad second periods, and this one was no different. And the shot clock reading 51-21 in favor of the Thrashers, so it's a dominant affair for the Thrashers. The North Stars were not ready for this. Here they come again. Over the line they go. Blacksmith brought it in, got it in along the boards, and now it's the Thrashers trying to come out. Now they're going to get a come out. Ives takes it down the left side. Plays it out. He's trying to get it onto the stick of Johnson. Puck laying there right in the slot area. Now Kennedy plays it back to the point. Shot is wide of the North Star net. Berard, he couldn't hang on to it. Time is going to elapse here, and it's going to end. North Stars are going to take this here loss as the Thrashers are going to take a 11-1 victory here at the C.A. Nesbitt Arena away from the Norman North Stars.
Well, there'll be no banging of the sticks at center ice tonight here for the Norman North Stars. We've seen them do it the last couple of Saturday nights, and we thought maybe they did it all the time, but no, they're not doing it here tonight as they drop an 11-1 decision here to the Winnipeg Thrashers. The teams line up there and come to the shaking of the hands at center ice. I'm sure that's a tough thing to do when you get beat 11-1, and you know that you have to meet this team again tomorrow afternoon, again here at the C.A. Nesbitt Arena. But I guess it's another chance to try things out and see if you can't build yourself a different fate. For the Winnipeg Thrashers, they had 1 goal in that opening period. Robertson with his 4th of the year from McKenzie, and that's the way that period ended, 1-0. But then just 16 seconds into the second period, it was Negrin getting his first of the game from Phillips. Then Robertson got his second, making it 3-0. Negrick got his second, making it 4-0. Couch scored. It was now 5-0. Robertson rounded out his hat trick. Still in the second period, 6-0. Negrick then rounded out his hat trick, making it 7-0. That coming just 8 seconds to go in that second period. That period ended 7-0. In this final period, it became 8-0 when Haldenson got his 11th of the year from Barclay and Reebok. Then on the power play, it was Reebok getting a goal from Haldenson, and that made it 9-0. Phillips made it 10-0, his 13th of the year from Phillips. Murray finally got the Norman Northstars on the score sheet, his 4th of the year from Monjay and Blacksmith. And then McKenzie rounded out the scoring in this contest, his 16th of the year from Couch and Barclay. And that's the way this thing ended up, 11-1 for the Winnipeg Thrashers. Thrashers had one power play in 5 chances. The Norman Northstars were 0 for 6 on the power play. Final shots in this contest were 51-21. That means the Northstars had 5 shots in that final period, and 15 shots for the Thrashers in that final period. So really a dominant game by the Thrashers. Once they got halfway through that second period, it really wasn't in doubt the rest of the way. We'll be back with more from the CA Nesbitt Arena. The final, 11-1. The Northstars drop a big decision here to the Winnipeg Thrashers. You're listening to Northstar Hockey on the Arctic Radio Network.